Hi Capricorns, this is Star with Ariana Star. This is your forecast for October 2023. I will use tarot as usual and also use some oracle cards. These are decks that I'll dive into. Capricorns, please keep in mind that these are all random messages. They may not be in any particular order. So please take whatever resonates with your story and leave the rest. The energy that you're carrying in from September into October 2023 is the Ten of Cups. In these final days of the month, you felt content. Maybe you were also dealing with family issues, but then material gains were very likely for many of you. Positive feedback, appreciation was also on the cards. Your rivals were definitely up to mischief. Maybe you felt that your voice was also being ignored within the home. Sometimes, we get the wrong end of the stick, but over and above, I think Capricorns, this was a beneficial time for you. Obstacles to overcome this month are the challenges. I have the King of Swords. Legal issues, negotiations, discussions are going to be there. Maybe you also need to take responsibility because tasks could come up at short notice. Sometimes, you may also feel as though you have to take responsibility and others aren't willing to take the initiative. Perhaps, Capricorns, you have the wherewithal to get ahead. That is why it all comes down to you. I think you also need to show some urgency. Maybe you want to take your own sweet time. This could lead to disagreements with your elders, especially your father. Or on the work front, it could be with a senior male figure. Legal documents will also take up your time. Contracts, you also need to read between the lines. Money could also affect your relationship with your loved ones this October. Interestingly, I also have the King of Wands, so two kings in your reading, which again talks about cooperation. This king is someone who is very creative, he is very authoritative. Maybe you also need to resolve issues with others around you. It's best to bury the hatchet and to move on. Could be disagreement with friends and acquaintances. Maybe you're also someone who gets annoyed because people don't follow the rules or they aren't systematic. Professionally, I think you need to promote your talents. Maybe you should also promote your family members' talents this month. There will be offers through clients, through recommendation. You're also going to be paid. Again, this energy also allows you to get positive feedback, to be appreciated and recognized. Maybe your boss continues to underestimate your talents, but then you're going to stand tall. Maybe she's doing it deliberately because she knows that you are quite capable. Other than that, I think in case you're in the leadership position, I think you will catch workers who are flouting the rules. Maybe you're also going to get rid of certain workers who are tardy or unprofessional. The first 10 days of October have the Queen of Pentacles from the Kings. You are now moving to the Queen. This is talking about gains because this lady, she is holding on to a pentacle. You should look at the bigger picture. Sometimes we have short-term gains, but in hindsight we may think as though this is not amounting to securing our future. You also need to be careful because there are people who are acting behind your back. As the days go by, you will understand all this, but then in the present circumstance, you may not understand the ploys of colleagues around you. You will definitely get clarity, things will definitely be revealed. Maybe you also need to assert yourself rather than let people take you for granted. While working also, I think you need to stay motivated. You need to have a very professional approach. Maybe you should also review tasks, banking work or financial transactions will also keep many Capricorns busy. Other than that, I think technically you could be a bit challenged. Maybe gadgets are malfunctioning or you need to look into such affairs. This month, Capricorns, I'm also picking up that the health of a loved one could bother you. Maybe you're also concerned about the longevity of your person or spouse. Perhaps that is why you're in deep contemplation with this card. Maybe you want to reflect and introspect with the things going on in your life. Maybe you're going to be needing time alone. A walk by the sea or watching the waves can also be therapeutic for many of you. The next 10 days, that is 11 to 20th October, have the Two of Wands. This lady, she has her back towards us. She is looking at the future. She is looking onward. Maybe you want to get better opportunities at work. Sometimes, you may think that you're overworked and that you are not paid. You want wages according to the effort that you put in. You do want clarity. There's going to be momentary tension, but you can also expect respite. Other than that, I think you could have discussions with your mother about how you should move ahead work-wise or professionally. Payment is going to come in. Money is something which motivates you. Your family members could also promote your talent. Surprises are definitely on the cards. Incidentally, I'm also bringing up that there could be reunions or there could be shopping trips. Maybe because you're getting some money, so you're also likely to spend it. Perhaps this card is also going to be true at this moment because the hummingbird talks about a period when your problems are a thing of the past, there is some respite. It is also talking about happy times, a stroke of luck, or some benefit which you accrue. The final days of the month, that is 21st, 31st October, I do have the Magician card. I think you need to manifest what is it that you desire in life. You do have all the tools. Maybe you also want to travel to set sail for greener pastures with that Three of Wands. You want to broaden your horizon. You want to learn new things. You want to gain perspective from the 2 to the 3. So this is also asking you to be more creative and imaginative. With so many wands in your reading, I think you need to look at that. Other than that, Capricorns, at this time you also want to get to the bottom of things. Maybe you're also someone who is going to be looking at things deeply. You're looking for missing objects. You're in an investigative mood. Try not to presume too much. Try not to assume too much, because presupposing things can only compound matters for us. Maybe someone is dredging up past issues, so you should let bygones be bygones. In fact, earlier I did talk about you needing to bury the hatchet, so reconcile differences. Some of you could also be applying for jobs, but maybe you have your reasons not to accept offers. Maybe you want something at par with your last job or last designation. Your friends may think that you are too egoistical, that you are too set in your ways, but you do have your reasons. Perhaps, Capricorn, this is the time to work on your qualifications. It's also going to be at a premium. Your family members expect you to assist them. Maybe guests are also going to be there at home this month. Still, I think there's going to be those times when you can be appreciated. In case you're already working, that is, I think you're somebody who is able to control the proceedings at work. Some of you could also be spiritually inclined. You want to enrich your soul. You also want to consult the fortune teller as you want to understand what's in store for you in the future. From the Normand, I have this card, woman. Maybe there's an important female figure in your life this month, or you need to be careful. I also have this card, broom. Maybe you're going to use your tongue like a whiplash. You also need to clear the energy levels around you. You need to visualize success, even if there are setbacks, even if you're in a contemplative mood. I think you need to manifest this. In fact, with the Magician card, you need to do just that and more. With respect to your love life, I have this card, keep an open mind, from the Romance Angel deck. Maybe your soulmate is from a dissimilar background or is someone who's living far away from you. I think the opposite sex is definitely going to be attracted towards you. Maybe married members of the opposite sex, so unwanted attention could also be there. With that Two of Wands, maybe you're in a twin flame connection. Maybe it's going to be a cat and mouse chase, and this is also leaving you a bit bothered. Maybe you think that if the union doesn't happen in this lifetime, it could happen in another lifetime. Someday, perhaps in another lifetime, it says. Perhaps many of you also regard this as a past life relationship. I also have this card flashback, which is talking about the same. Maybe you're going to be reminded of your person. You're going to have those vivid dreams centering around him or her, or perhaps you're going through photographs and this is also going to evoke certain sensations in you. I think you should be more romantic while talking to your person. Maybe you should also be patient. Sometimes, we can say something untoward and this could affect the relationship, or this could make this person recoil into a shell. You don't want that in a relationship. Some of you may fancy someone, you want to reach out to this person, but you could hold yourself back. In case you're already romancing, I think this person is going to help you out at work. I also have this card, the grass wasn't greener on the other side. Maybe some of you realize that this person is special, or even this could be vice versa. The person you're dealing with could realize the same, that he needs to cherish what is before him rather than think of other options. The last card in this reading is personal choice. This is from a spirit animal deck, so whichever animal comes to your mind, look for its qualities. That is what you're going to embody this month. Besides, you also need to embrace those qualities. I hope Capricorns you liked your reading. This is Ciao with Ariana Stark. Please give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye till the next time.